Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louder, and welcome back to Charade Maniacs, Ebana's Route. Last episode, we got to see Ebana for who he, I guess, truly is in the terms of just a misogynistic kind of guy, because we got to see him perform the first ever romance drama, I guess, that he's ever done, and he really just hates women. We kind of forgot, well, at least I kind of forgot, that he does, like, it's kind of been lingering in the background, but it really becomes clear. He literally says, hey, women are liars, they dress up vainly, they are manipulative, they blur the lines of reality as they see fit, and they don't belong here. Like, it's so bad. It was so bad. And Senna is just like, what are you saying? Like, what would you have me do otherwise? And he's just like, I'm not trying to say that, like, you should go and, like, cry and, like, kill yourself or something. I'm just saying that, like, you're a manipulative son of a bitch and you, like, are a woman and blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just so bad. It's just possibly one of the worst takes I've ever seen in my life. I want to know who hurt him. I want to know what in the world is going on through his head. He walked away from us during that conversation, so we're starting off really strong. Let's just go. Yeah, it was like talking to a wall. Here we go. I clenched my fists when he left me behind. It was the first time anyone had ever criticized me and turned me down like he did.
Oi, Hiyori-chan.
What?
かわいい怒り顔。かわいそうに。僕が慰めてあげよっか?
Not helpful. No, thank you.
そう?僕もちょっぴりびっくりしちゃった。ケイちゃんがあんな言い方するの初めてだよね。
I also feel like Ebana was just like lashing out a lot. Like, he's clearly not angry with her. He's seeing someone else when he talks like that, but it's so out of nowhere. He's never said it like that. Well, you're right. He's never been that harsh.
でしょ?いつも怒ってるけど全否定って感じではないもんね。でも今のは何かあった感じの言い方だよね。
Yeah. And what is that?
さあ、わかんないけど。本当に女の子が嫌いなんだね。
Gyobu kind of interests me too, because there's so much more to Gyobu than meets the eye. He kind of acts like really dumb, but he's like clearly a lot smarter than he looks. This is no laughing matter. He didn't have to go that far.
大丈夫?僕が中を取り持ってあげようか。
You failed the first time.
そうかな。チャンスはこれからだと思うんだけどな。
I don't want a chance. I didn't have to be considerate to Ebana in the first place. We were on the same team. We made desserts together. I thought we could finally talk a bit more. I thought we'd grown a little closer. But it wasn't like that at all. Ebana still hated women, and he lumped me into this category of people he hated. Honestly, realizing that, I feel hurt. Yikes. This is what stereotyping gets you. The drama from the day before made me miss my chance to visit the shop that Iochi had told me about. Storage location, Palus Somni. I wanted to check on what was stored there. There's no point in thinking about Ebana. If we get enough points to go back, we won't have to worry about working with Ebana or trying to get along with him. It's not we, it's I. Whoops, my bad. Oh, there it is. Oh god, the sign is so hard to read. I'm literally out here squinting. I'm like, oh. As I thought about things, I looked for the shop and finally spotted a familiar phrase. Palus Somni. Here it is. It looked like a fancy antique shop. I saw one employee inside, but I gathered my courage to go in. Oh, there's actually an employee this time. Okay.
いらっしゃい。
Hi. The shop was filled to the brim with items like furniture, light fixtures, and dinnerware. Everything was from a different era and country. Aside from the lack of a common theme, it seemed like an ordinary antique shop. What would be stored here? I looked around the shop, thinking about the list. I remembered that it was called a custody list, and that it showed what was taken during the punishment games. I thought about what it meant for the things in custody to be the missing functions of cast members. And while I was deep in thought... Oh! I glanced and noticed a glass case. It's not that I hadn't considered it, but I gasped upon seeing it. It was the realistic replica of an arm. The skin showed every fine detail, and I only knew it was fake because of the cross-section. I gathered my breath and checked the case. I noticed a plate there. Ebana. His name was clearly spelled out. There was no mistake about it. I was looking at a replica of Ebana's arm. It's a replica? Are you sure? Watcher, what is this arm?
罰ゲームでキャストの皆さんから没収した機能の一部を展示しています。
Then, is this the arm that Ebana lost because of the punishment game?
はい。これはレプリカですが、返却が完了すれば展示は終了し、デッドエンドになれば次の配信までに消去されます。
Oh, what the fuck? So, it's like... Ebana himself, this has to be some type of fucking Sword Art Online shit, where it's like, you are like in a VR world or something, and if, so in a dead end, you just kind of like Thanos out, right? You kind of just dissipate into nothing, but if you take on a punishment game and you lose a limb, then it must just like dissipate one part of your body, and that part of your body just appears here. Something like that? Like, so he's not really like an android or anything. It's just, he's like, just not, he doesn't have like a physical form. Oh my god, that's so fucking creepy. Ew, 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 ew.
へえ、そういうことか。
Oh god, Iochi! The sudden voice made me jump in surprise. I looked over and saw Iochi deep inside the shop.
いやあ、瀬名君。偶然だね。君にこの店の名前を聞かれた後、僕も気になったから来てみたんだけど。
Oh god. Oh no, so that means that Iochi now knows that Ebana, because Iochi's way too smart. They're gonna know instantly that Ebana was part of the previous cast members.
まさか、こんな面白いものに出会えるとはね。
面白いでしょ。他にもドラマで使われた小道具のレプリカなんかもありますよ。
I had wondered what to say to Iochi, but the Arcadian employee interrupted.
そうなのかい？それは誰かに売ったりするの？
もちろんです。異世界配信の視聴者が買っていきますよ。とても興味深いものばかりですからね。
Someone could fucking buy his arm?
なんでそんなに人間の真似事が好きなのかね。未知のものに対する興味はお互い様ってことか。
I felt myself calm down as Iochi spoke with the employee. First, I have to explain this to Iochi. I have to talk about the name list in Ebana's arm. Wait, but the name list also had... Excuse me, is this the only replica you have related to a cast member's punishment?
そうですね。展示しているのはこの腕だけです。
I heard that this place is a storage location. Are there other storage locations?
いいえ、ここだけですよ。でも、特別な形で保管されているものもあるみたいですけどね。
Oh, so Dazai's eye is somewhere else. Special circumstances? What do you mean?
さあ、私もよく知りません。
I see. Watcher, do you know?
その情報にはロックがかかっています。
After hearing that response, I became quiet. Iochi was looking at me suspiciously, but then patted me on the back.
どうやらいろいろ事情があるみたいだね。説明してもらってもいいかな？
I like this Senna. This Senna is like so smart. Like actually she's legitimately investigating the things that she's reading on. She's like, oh, we found Ebana's arm. Where is the other stuff? Like we saw multiple names on the list. Where's Dazai's eye? And then are there other storage locations? Like that actually makes sense to me and would be important information to know. Yes, I could only go so far alone. Iochi then urged me outside, so I followed along and stepped outside the shop.
なるほど。ではその図書館にあった名簿にこれまでのキャストの名前と罰ゲームで没収された箇所が書かれていたと。
Yes, the people who suffered a dead end were also mentioned in there.
そうか。そしてその罰ゲームで奪われたものがあの店にあるのだとしたら、エバナ君だけではなく太宰君の目もあそこにあるべきだった。でもなかった。そうだよね。
Yes, but now I'm not so sure. Maybe I just misread it.
そんな大事なことを見間違えるとは思えないけどな。でも確かにもう一度確認する必要はあるね。僕もその名簿を見てみたいから図書館へ一緒に行こう。名簿の置かれていた場所は覚えてるね。
I do, yes. I knew that I'd be back in the library. Why? How? But I forgot that I was there and raised my voice.
落ち着いて。君が前回見たときはこの最終ページも正常に表示されていたんだね。
Yes, but there was another page too. So why is it unavailable now? The screen was darkened as if it was painted black. The pages with the names of the previous participants was no longer there. Is it broken? It's too convenient that it only happened on this page.
そうだね。都合良すぎる。名簿ごと持ち出さずページだけ消したのも随分親切だしね。
Huh?
親切な誰かが意図的にやったとしか思えない。そう思わないかい、セナ君。
I wouldn't.
違うよ。君を疑ってなんかいない。君が最後にこの名簿を見たのはいつ？
It was 2 days ago. It was during the daytime when I asked you about that name.
なるほど。この2日で改ざんが行われたわけだ。正確な内容を覚えている？一軸どんな文章だったか。
There were names and ages and genders. Kato Ebana, 17 years old, male, cast number. I'm sorry, I don't remember the cast number, but it mentioned the punishment game in his arm. I have his cast number, I think. His cast number was number 5. Dazai was mostly the same. Mei Dazai, 17 years old, male. There was a number and it mentioned his eye. Dazai was number 9. See, this is the reason why she had to take notes. I have the notes. Damn it.
右だった？左だった？それともまさか両目？
It was his right eye. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I was just so shocked to see Dazai's name there. I think it was his right eye, but I don't feel confident about that. See, that's why I need to take notes! I'm sorry.
保管場所っていうのはメモしていたようだからその点は間違いがなさそうだね。他には何も書かれていなかった？
I don't think there was anything. Iochi was intently questioning me about it, so I felt overwhelmed and didn't know what else to say. Iochi's clearly questioning because Iochi wants to know if there's anything about their brother, so... Iochi then quickly changed the conversation and started to examine the evidence.
どちらにしてもエバナ君が前回参加者というのは確定でいいみたいだね。そして彼は罰ゲームで腕を失っている。問題はなぜ今回も参加しているのか。たまたまキャストに2度選ばれたという不運なら哀れなことだけれど、罰ゲームを受けた2人が再度キャストになっているんだ。そんな都合のいい偶然はないだろう。だとしたら失われたものを取り戻しに来たと考えるのが自然だな。しかしそれならなぜ罰ゲームを受けたドラマを再演しないのか。本来ならば彼らは僕たちが信用していいはずの人間なのだけれど、前回参加者はプロデューサーではないはずだし。
Maybe it's a drama that he can't reenact. Yeah, that's true, because it's like... For both Dazai and Ebana, it must be dramas that are like so scarring that they can't bring themselves to reenact it, because otherwise they would be able to get their eye and their arm back, right? So
スポンサーになった可能性はあるが、それなら罰ゲームで取られたものくらい返してもらえそうなものだ。それにごめん、考えを整理したかったんだけど、ほとんど独り言だったね。でも君の意見も聞きたいな。
My opinion?
2人が再度キャストになった理由、罰ゲームを受けたドラマを再演しない理由、それはどんなものだと思う？それに前回参加者であることは僕らの他はまだ誰も知らないはずだよね。なぜ知らせなかったのかな。いろいろ理由は考えられると思うけど、君はなぜだと思う？
So, I kind of talked about it before, but I think that they can't really say that they're a previous cast member because I feel like immediately people would get suspicious of them, right? They would be like, oh, you know how the game is played and stuff like that, so then you might be like involved in this and etc., right? So, or they would try to take advantage of them in some way, shape, or form, or be like, why are you here again, type of thing. That's kind of where I think my head was at, but I don't know. But I think it would be for reasons that they can't tell the others about. In Ebana's case, I can't help but think it would be especially complicated.
確かに。
I'm sorry, that was really vague.
いや、いいよ。散々彼と口喧嘩してる君が言うんだ。その感覚は信じられると思うよ。
I'm not so sure. He hates me after all.
そうかな。君の言う通り、彼は単純だと思うよ。僕から見てもね。
Simple.
だから、可愛い子には意地悪したくなっちゃう。
Everybody thinks that.
じゃないのかな。
He's being way too mean for it to be teasing. Iochi didn't say anything after that, and we were done discussing that there. I was emotional when coming to my conclusions, so maybe Iochi wanted me to think about it myself. I don't know about Dazai, but at least for Ebana... Oh. A throwback. Ignoring the name list, he showed me his prosthetic arm, but he seems to be keeping it from everyone else for some reason. I can't tell Iochi about it, but I realized something. Oh, that's right. I just want to believe in Ebana. Oh, that's kind of nice. Even after him being so mean to me, I still want to believe in him, and I don't know why. I thought it was so strange. After 3 days had passed and I had told Iochi about the list, not much happened. No one else seemed to have learned about the list or any of the previous participants. Iochi never mentioned it during conversations as we continued playing our parts in the dramas. As for Ebana, we hadn't spoken in a while. The more time that passed, the more calm I felt when I thought about things. There has to be a reason for Ebana pushing me away so coldly last time. Until that drama, things were normal and we could talk, but he was suddenly angry after it. That's right. He seemed angry about the fact that I was acting in the romance drama. If there's more to that, I wish that he'd just talk to me about it. As I thought about the situation, Ebana just happened to be where I was looking. He was eating dinner that he had made himself and was lecturing Gyobu, who was next to him.
Oi, Gyobu. 魚残すんじゃねえ。
目ざといな。他のものは大体食べたからいいでしょ。
野菜は食べてるな。でもタンパク質と脂質が足りてない。
Bruh.
しっかり食べないと大きくなんねえぞ、ギョブ。お前細すぎんだよ、全体的に。
ゲゲ。エバナお母さんだけじゃなくて、赤瀬お父さんまで現れた。
あんたはエネルギー型だろ。よくそれで消化しきれるな。
え、マジで？俺普通に食ってるつもりだったんだけどな。
赤瀬さんは動き回ってますからね。
太宰、なんかお前の煮物おかしくないか？人参入ってないぞ。
残してはいないだろ。
ああ、わかった。だから器に盛るときに手伝ってたのか。 こっそり避けて持ったな。
気のせいだ。
気のせいじゃねえよ。人参ごときのために策を練ってんじゃねえ。
お前そんなこと言っていいのか。バラすぞ。重要な秘密を。
His precious secret.
は
I was listening to everyone's conversation and had completely stopped eating. Part of it was because I was thinking, but I was also surprised at what Ebana and Dazai were talking about. I'm gonna stop here. I want to know what the precious secret is, but I also want to save it for the next episode because I think it would be funny. Oh gosh. It's so crazy. I feel like Ebana's a good person. At the same time, I feel like his misogynistic attitude is so bad. So it's like, I'm getting such whiplash. I feel like Charade Maniacs is really good at giving you whiplash, is really what this game is about. But, damn it, Ebana is like, he's a cinnamon roll that is like, surprises you with like bits of like, hard chunks of brown sugar. So it's like, ow, you think that you like broke a tooth kind of thing because of his tendencies to be a little bit too aggressive with his thoughts, maybe. I don't know. That's the best analogy I could come up with. I'm sorry. But next episode, I guess we'll find out maybe what the secret is. And I don't know. I'm really curious about Dazai. I don't know. I'm curious about all of the roots that we haven't gotten to yet. I'm just gonna say that about everybody. I want to know about Gyobu. I want to know about Dazai. Haiji still scares the shit out of me. Every single time that Haiji appears now, I'm terrified. And I hesitate to say this. But, like, the more that Haiji comes up, the more I'm thinking, like, it would be so fucked if they were like, yeah, let's make the child the producer. Like, we're gonna get them to trust the child, and then the child is gonna be the producer all along. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Because we've already found the sponsor, right? Because we know that Futami's a sponsor. Unless there's multiple sponsors. Are there multiple sponsors? Well, we know that there are multiple sponsors, so there could be another one. I don't know. Whatever. Next episode, we'll find out what Ebana's secret is. Unless Dazai doesn't reveal it. But hopefully we do.